Now I'll turn to Professor DeVillaer.
Thank you very much, and thank you for this opportunity to speak with you this afternoon. Canadians have received assurances that the cannabis industry will be strictly regulated, like other drug industries, to protect public health. A half-century of international drug policy evidence tells us it is not so simple. Our regulatory bodies often fail at containing the ambitions of these industries. This very committee produced a report in 2015 that informed Canadians of the failure of Health Canada on occasion to effectively regulate the pharmaceutical industry. The same challenge persists with federal and provincial regulation of the tobacco and alcohol industries. The state of the union is that we have 3 legal, permissively regulated drug industries, and we have 3 public health crises. Early indications from the emerging legal cannabis industry suggest that it is on a similar trajectory. I have time today to give only a couple examples. My written brief to the committee provides reference to a report of mine that provides many more. The first issue I will address today is cannabis advertising and other product promotion practices. Bill C-45 includes restrictions on cannabis advertising. The industry is now discussing strategies to, quote, circumvent or navigate these regulations in a creative way. For example, they plan to use technology that allows viewing a cannabis plain package through a smartphone lens to reveal hidden features. When clicked, these features will provide access to brand information, such as a video, to be viewed on the smartphone. This is exactly what we hope to prevent with the legislation. The cannabis industry has also formally indicated its desire to advertise on websites and social media platforms that include up to 30% underage visitors. That could mean potentially millions of underage Canadians being exposed to cannabis ads. Clearly, the cannabis industry has not bought into public health protection as an important part of its business model. It will make all possible effort to circumvent restrictions on product promotion. This is why 5 prominent public health organizations in Canada have recommended not mere restrictions, but a complete ban on product promotion. Following the advice of our public health experts, the product promotion restrictions currently in Bill C-45 should be replaced by provisions for a complete ban, with meaningful penalties for attempts at circumvention. I have included specific language in my written submission. The second issue I will address is contaminated cannabis products. One of the promises of cannabis legalization is that we would have properly labeled product that was free of the harmful contamination sometimes found in illegal product. After almost 2 decades, the legalization of medicinal cannabis has not delivered on this promise. Health Canada's webpage on product recalls lists numerous violations, including contamination of medicinal cannabis with bacteria, contamination with mold, and excessive use of pesticides, including banned pesticides. Existing medical cannabis regulations provide for license suspension for using a banned pesticide. Despite several incidents, not one license suspension has been issued. Consider a company's decision to, in effect, repeatedly poison their patients, some of whom have compromised immune systems, and to then conceal the evidence from Health Canada inspectors. Senators, if that is not grounds for a license suspension, what would be? C-45 must ensure uncontaminated product for consumers. Consumers need to be made aware of the problem on product labels, and there must be meaningful consequences for violations. Again, I provide specific wording in my written submission. I would like to close with a quote from Jonathan Calkins, an internationally renowned American drug policy researcher, who has this to say about the future of commercial cannabis legalization. There's a good chance that people in 25 to 40 years will look back and shake their heads and ask, what were you thinking? Why did you think it was a good idea to create an industry of titans to market this drug? Thank you again for giving me this time today. I'll try to address any questions.
Okay.